Over 72% of people don't feel financially secure. Does that feel like you? Well, in this video, we're going to be giving 5 financial hacks that I believe will help you become financially secure. So, with that being said, let's tap in, let's get into it. Before we get into the video, I want to announce a giveaway. Listen, I want to help you on your journey, so I will be giving away one of these options to a blessed winner. You can choose a 1 hour coaching call on real estate, or you can choose a 1 hour coaching call on how to grow your monthly income. You can also choose a month to attend 2 of my classes that are held monthly on real estate. First winner will be announced once we've reached 100 subs. All you have to do to enter is subscribe and leave a comment below. I look forward to announcing the winner on our giveaway live, so stay tuned. Now, on to the video. Let's jump right into the hacks. Hack number 1, learning the difference between assets and liabilities. Liabilities are things that cost us money or things that we spend money on. However, assets are things that make us money or things that generate income for us. Some examples of liabilities are clothes, shoes, mortgages most of the time, personal loans, oftentimes bills, things like that. Assets can be looked at as houses, land, gold, silver, stocks, investments, your banking, your checking accounts, things like that. You want to always have more assets than you do liabilities. You secure your financial future when you have more assets when you do liabilities. And this is what I think a lot of people don't focus on. They focus more on the liabilities rather than the assets. And what this causes is a lot of people that are just being consumers rather than individuals that are producers. And that's the dichotomy and that's the difference between people securing their financial future versus people worrying about what's going on. When you learn to become an individual that is a producer rather than just a consumer, then you will find yourself accumulating more assets than you do liabilities. So, hack number 1, learn the difference between liabilities and assets. Hack number 2, getting a savings account and actually adding to it on a consistent basis. Let me share some stats with you on why I think this is extremely important. Less than half of Americans can go into an account and spend $1,000 in an emergency situation. That means over half of Americans, or less than half of Americans, have over $1,000 in their savings account. 70% of Americans haven't even added to their savings account in the past year. So, this is why I consider this a hack by getting a savings account and adding to it on a consistent basis. And saving for most people can be more of a discipline matter rather than an actual funds matter. Because I know a lot of people just are stretched too thin and don't have the ability to, but there are also a whole bunch of people that just don't have the discipline to make sure that they save on a consistent basis. And don't get me wrong, I completely get it. I understand the stress of life. I understand wanting to enjoy things, but I also want you to understand that we have to make it a priority. And that's what I think a lot of people are missing, is making a priority of saving rather than the enjoyment and the pleasures of life in the moment. And so, what I want you to reconsider, or what I want you to think about today, is making sure that you consistently add to it and create a discipline for yourself to make sure that you're saving money and not just engaging on all pleasures and all enjoyment like vacations or going out to dinner and things of that nature. Make saving a priority and not just continuously spending money and not saving any money. So, hack number 2, make sure you get a savings account and add to it on a consistent basis. Oh, yeah. Did I forget to tell you to like? Did I forget to tell you to share? Did I forget to tell you to subscribe or hit that follow button? Oh, and by the way, can you go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted every single time I drop a new video? I appreciate y'all for that. I really, really, really do. Now, let me finish up with the last couple of these hacks so that you can secure a better financial future. Hack number three, having a good credit score. Now, before we get into talking about having a good credit score, let's talk about some numbers and some average credit scores across these age groups. The average credit score for somebody 18 to 27 is 665. Average credit score for someone between the ages of 28 and 43 is 687. And somebody between the ages of 44 to 59, their average credit score is 710. The average credit score for somebody between 60 and 78 is 746. And the average between somebody between the ages of 70 and 96 is 750. Now, the best credit score that you can have is 850. But I just want you to know, if you fall within the range of having a 780 to 850 credit score, you're in the best range possible that will afford you the best interest rate on cars, on houses, on loans, all things of that nature. 850 is really for just bragging rights. And I and I just want to be clear. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to have an 850 or having those bragging rights, because that is phenomenal to reach an 850 credit score. But I also want you to know that if you're in the range of 780 to 850, you will be considered at the top level of credit scores, because that will be the range that will afford you the best interest rates and the best mortgage, things of that nature. I'd also like to point out the other benefit to having a good credit score is the ability to generate wealth. Now, let me quickly insert this. Your ability to generate wealth using a credit score is allowing you to use debt in order to create assets for yourself. And I like to say, having a good credit score can also be shown to a lot of people as you having integrity and having good character, because what credit typically shows is your ability to do what you say you're going to do. And there's nothing else in this world that can mean more to you than being a person of your word or being a person of integrity. So a credit, so having a good credit score is good when it comes to interest rates, and it's also good when presenting a profile of yourself to show people that you will actually do what you say. So hack number three, having a good credit score. Hack number four, pay down bad debt. And I specifically want to say bad debt because I want to let you know off the top that I am a believer in good debt and bad debt. Some of y'all are like, well, I need you to explain that to me. Well, real quickly, let me explain to you what good debt is. Good debt is debt that you have borrowed against an asset that is producing you income. So if you have debt against an asset and then it's cash flowing for you positive every single month, I consider that good debt. An example being you getting a mortgage to buy a piece of property and then allow that property to pay for itself through rents or things like that, to where now your mortgage payment is pulled and all the other expenses are paid for, and then you have extra money on top of that every single month. That's cash flow positive. So that debt against that property would be good debt. So then you may be asking yourself, well, if that's good debt and I would like some of that, well, what is bad debt? Bad debt is you having credit card debt, payday loans, basically any form of debt that is not producing income for you. And I want to let you know that if any debt that is not producing income for you is bad debt, I need you to begin to start paying it down and ultimately get rid of that debt. And some of you may be asking, why do I need to do that? Because that income that you're using to pay that bill every single month or working towards paying that bad debt off, that money could be used to create passive income for you, or it could be used for you to actually save. So it's important for you to understand that this bad debt that you have is taking money out of your pocket when it could be used to create more income for you in the future. And so this is why I say it is important for you to pay down bad debt so that you can in turn take that money that you're paying towards that bad debt and create a passive income flow for you, or put it in a savings account to where it will at least produce a small amount of interest for you. So hack number four, make sure that you pay down bad debt. Let's talk about the last hack that we're going to talk about today. Hack number 5, learn how to budget. That's right. We have to learn how to budget because most people don't even know where their money is going on a daily basis. And what I would like for you to know is having a plan for your finances is what will set up a better financial future for yourself. And that's all a budget is. A budget is a plan, is a financial plan for you. And so if you don't get a plan, you will have nothing but a whole bunch of random spending, and random spending can increase on you in a minute. It can increase on you very, very quickly if you're not aware of where your money is going. That is why I'm imploring you today to learn how to budget or create a plan for your finances because that's all a budget is. Because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I'm going to say that one more time. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This is why having a plan for your finances is crucial. And that's why I'm saying you need to learn how to budget because when you learn how to do so, you'll be able to better know where your money is going and you can put it in the proper places so that you can set up a better financial future for yourself rather than wandering around life aimlessly, not knowing where your money is going and wondering why you don't have enough at the end of the month. So, hack number 5, make sure you learn how to budget. So, with these 5 financial hacks that we've talked about today, you can begin to set yourself on the course for a better financial future. Now, listen, I know some of you may not be able to do all of these at once, but the best thing to do is to start one at a time and keep working your way through them so that you can begin or set yourself on the course in the direction that you need to go. And I also know that some of y'all may already be having all of these in place and you're still not in the place where you want to be financially. That's why I want to invite you out to some of our coaching calls or encourage you to get in on some of our coaching calls so that I can help push you in the direction that you want to go. So check the links in the comment section, check the links in the description for those coaching calls because I know all of these points that we share today are not the end all be all, but again, they are a great foundation for where all of us need to go to set up a great financial future for ourselves. So I'd like to know about what you thought about what we talked about today. So get down in the comment section. Again, check the links in my description for those coaching calls. Check the links in the comments for the coaching calls. I appreciate you guys again for checking out this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Peace.